Wealth does not begin in your hands. It begins in your mind. All riches, all fortune, all success are first conceived as a definite desire, an inner fire that refuses to be extinguished until you possess that burning obsession for wealth, not merely a wish or hope, but a white-hot demand backed by unshakable belief. You will not summon the forces that bring it forth. The truth is simple. What the mind can conceive and believe, it can and will achieve. The mind is a powerful magnet. If you dwell on lack, you attract more of it. But if you train your mind to think in terms of abundance, if you see wealth, feel wealth, and live in the spirit of wealth before it arrives, then all the circumstances, people, and ideas necessary will rush toward you like iron to a magnet. The world responds not to what you say you want, but to what your subconscious accepts as real. And your subconscious is programmed by repetition. Speak wealth into your life through autosuggestion. Declare daily with faith, I am wealthy in mind, spirit, and reality. You must have a clear purpose, a written vision so definite that it guides every decision you make. That vision, when backed by faith, transforms thought into action, and action into results. The universe does not reward the vague. It responds only to the definite. Your purpose must be so clear and vivid that it ignites persistence, even when failure seems near, because it will seem near. And yet only those who refuse to surrender are crowned with success. Guard your mind like a fortress. Do not allow the seeds of doubt or the weeds of negativity to take root. Surround yourself with those who speak possibility, not limitation. Associate only with those who encourage your vision and challenge your growth. And above all, train your subconscious with the vibration of gratitude. Give thanks as if the wealth has already arrived, for in the realm of thought it has. And what exists in thought must appear in form, if nourished by belief, persistence, and disciplined mental control. Now remember, the world bends to the will of a man or woman who knows what they want and refuses to quit. Wealth is not a secret, it's a mindset. Train your mind, and the riches of the world will be yours, not by chance, but by law. Before any riches can materialize in your hands, they must first take root in your heart and mind as a powerful desire, one so intense it consumes your thoughts and stirs you to action every single day. It is not a fleeting wish or a casual dream. It is a white-hot obsession that leaves no room for doubt or distraction. You must want wealth the way a drowning man wants air, desperately, wholeheartedly, and without hesitation. But desire alone is not enough. It must be fused with belief, an unshakable, immovable faith that what you seek is already yours in the unseen. You cannot afford to question whether you deserve it or whether it will come. You must know it will. This belief, when welded to desire, becomes a force so strong that it bends reality to match the image held in your mind. It compels you to persist when others quit, to keep moving when there is no visible evidence, and to rise every time you fall. With burning desire and unwavering belief, you hold in your hands the master key to wealth, not just someday, but now. If you dare to claim it, everything you experience in the outer world begins in the inner world of your thought. The mind, when properly trained, is the gateway to all riches, material, spiritual, and emotional. It is not circumstances, fate, or luck that determine your wealth. It is the quality and direction of your thinking. Most people allow their minds to drift toward lack, fear, and limitation, and so their lives reflect those very conditions. But the individual who disciplines their thoughts, who consciously chooses to think in terms of abundance, prosperity, and limitless supply, unlocks the vault of wealth itself. Where others see obstacles, you must affirm there is more than enough. even when appearances suggest otherwise. The mind must be trained daily, just as the body is trained to reject thoughts of scarcity and replace them with thoughts of overflowing good. This is not blind optimism, it's mental mastery. And when the mind is saturated with abundance, life responds in kind, delivering to you the people, ideas, and resources that match the mental blueprint you have created. The world becomes a mirror of the wealth you have already accepted within. Every condition in your life, whether of lack or abundance, is born from the thoughts you consistently hold in your mind. Poverty is not merely the absence of money, it is the presence of limiting beliefs, fear, self-doubt, and a mental habit of expecting less. Riches, on the other hand, do not begin in a bank account. They begin in the mind as thoughts of confidence, vision, purpose, and belief in limitless possibility. Your dominant thoughts shape your perception, and your perceptus and on the unseen abundance already surrounding you. You shift the course of your life entirely. You must become the master of your inner dialogue, for the thoughts you repeat become the reality you experience. Think poverty, and poverty will claim you. Think riches, and riches will be drawn to you. This is not mere philosophy, it is law. Choose your thoughts with care, for they are the seeds from which your future will grow. No desire, no matter how intense, can take form in your world unless it is continuously fed in it. The subconscious suggestion is the tool that delivers it. Autosuggestion is the act of impressing your desires onto your subconscious through repeated, emotionally charged statements. When you speak your goal aloud with conviction and faith, you begin to plant it into the deeper layers of your mind, where it begins to influence your behavior, your perception, and even your environment. This process is not a one-time event. It is a daily discipline. Just as a seed must be watered regularly to grow, so too must your desires be reinforced through repetition. Speak your vision each morning and each night. Feel it as if it were already true. Let the words you choose be filled with life, not as a wish, but as a fact. I am wealthy. I am prosperous. I am worthy of abundance. Over time, these statements become beliefs, and beliefs become actions, and actions produce results. Autosuggestion is not magic. It is the mechanism by which the mind is trained and the invisible is made visible. If you wish to manifest your desire, you must use this tool persistently, faithfully, and with emotion. For what you impress upon the mind, you express in your life. Until you decide exactly what you want, life cannot respond with precision. A drifting mind creates scattered results. But a definite purpose, a clear, specific goal, acts like a magnet, pulling the right people, opportunities, and circumstances into your path. The moment you write your purpose down, you give it form. You declare to your subconscious, to the universe, and to yourself, this is what I will have, and nothing less. A written purpose becomes your inner compass, guiding every decision, filtering out distractions, and energizing you in moments of doubt. Without this clarity, effort is wasted and energy is misdirected. But with it, even the smallest action becomes infused with power. When your purpose is vivid and unshakable, it becomes a mental force that cannot be ignored. People will begin to sense your certainty. Resources will appear seemingly by coincidence, and ideas will arrive exactly when you need them. It is not chance, it is the magnetic pull of a mind locked in on a single aim. The world bends to the will of those who know precisely what they want. So write your purpose, read it daily, make it the axis on which your life turns. For once the mind is fixed upon a goal, all of life begins to conspire to bring it into form. That alone holds no power until it is infused with faith, the absolute belief that what you desire is already yours. Even if you cannot yet see it, faith is the unseen force that energizes your purpose and gives your thoughts the power to move the invisible into the visible. When you combine a definite purpose with unwavering faith, you activate a spiritual chemistry that goes beyond logic, beyond effort, and beyond chance. You begin to walk, talk, and act as though your goal is already accomplished. And this mental certainty shapes your decisions, attracts the right people, and alters the conditions around you. Doubt weakens purpose, but faith fortifies it. It transforms a mere wish into a demand upon life, one that life cannot help but answer. When your mind is so convinced that your success is inevitable, you will persist. When others quit, you will rise. When others fall, and you will create results others call impossible. Faith is not hope. It is knowing. It is the engine behind all miracles, the root of all achievement. If you would see your thoughts become your reality, then plant your purpose deep in the soil of faith and water it daily with belief. For once faith enters the mind, reality begins to change. Your subconscious mind is the silent builder of your destiny. It does not judge, filter, or question. It simply accepts whatever you impress upon it through repetition and emotion. Like fertile soil, it will grow whatever seed you plant, whether that seed is of abundance or lack, confidence or fear, success or failure. But you continually feed your subconscious through your thoughts, words, emotions, and daily focus becomes your reality. If you constantly dwell on limitations, problems, and doubts, your subconscious will accept those as your truth and shape your life accordingly. But if you consistently nourish it with thoughts of wealth, purpose, power, and victory, it will begin to orchestrate events, attract opportunities, and guide you in ways that lead directly to your desired outcome. Repeat.